it's Courtney Sullivan and welcome back to the Farmhouse Kitchen. Today we're going to be talking about one of my favorite things, mason jars. So what's so great about mason jars is that they're really easily available. You can find them in a lot of places. You can find them secondhand. They're not expensive and they don't leach toxic chemicals into the food that you have stored in them. So that's a plus on every level. Downside is they're breakable, but you just have to be careful and you get used to dealing with them. So they come in different sizes. So you have like the half-gallon monster jars, which are really good for storing herbal teas that you've made up and soups, different things that you make. I use these to store flour, pretty much whatever you need to store lots of. We store milk in these. They're really handy. And then this is a size that we use a lot. It's really good for food storage, leftovers, that kind of thing. And then there's all these little ones, great for spices. The wide mouth is a really nice feature because it's very easy to clean. It's very easy to get in there. I typically don't use too many of these narrow mouths. They're hard to get your hand in and hard to clean. And then I just use them for storing beans, storing my spices in. And then one other thing that I do for the kids, because we don't eat off-the-shelf packaged food, you know, we prepare every meal, we prepare real foods. Our children have had to learn how to cook. So they do have a lot of experience in the kitchen, but I've found that if you use the mason jars to kind of pre-mix your recipes, it cuts down on their time and their mess making a little bit, so there's not as much wasted flour and different things going on. So this is our pancake mix, and I've basically just measured out the flour, the baking powder, and the salt, and I wrote the remaining liquid ingredients on the back, and they're very familiar with this recipe, so it's a system that has to work together. So I mean, I basically just used an index card, hole punch, wrote on it with a Sharpie, and then this is on the shelf and it's good to go. And if they want pancakes, just take it down, mix the ingredients, and they've been trained in how you properly make it. So tell me what you love about mason jars. What do you store in them? What do you use them with the most? And what was your biggest disaster with mason jars? I've had a few, but I wonder what people's biggest issues and greatest joys about mason jars are. One of my favorite things, just a farm girl at heart. All right, peace.